98.3 FM Port Harcourt. Remember, every child is your child. Support inclusive education. In the highlights today, Governor Nyesom Wike denies filing a court case against Atiku Abubakar. Youth leaders in Rivers State call for synergy to end challenges facing the nation, and President Muhammadu Buhari launches National Crisis Management Doctrine. And now in the details of these and other stories, my name is Obrori Ivy Fakai. Thank you so much for staying. River State Governor Nyesom Wike has described as fake news reports that he has gone to court to challenge the PDP and its presidential candidate Atiku Abubakar over the outcome of the party's presidential primaries. Governor Nyesom Wike made this denial during the commissioning of the newly constructed assembly quarters in Port Harcourt. Governor Wike said the people peddling these rumors are mischief makers.
If I had reason to go to court, I will go to court. But I didn't go to court. I just have to say it for Nigerians to know. I have kept quiet and guilty, delivering dividends of democracy. For my party to win an election in Rivers State, people are busy plotting how they win the election. Rather, our people are busy trying to see how they will lose the election. If they lose the election, nobody should call my name. I have told the candidates, you lose this election, you win this election because of people around you. Anybody who knows me not too well, if I was going to court, I was going to court within 2 weeks after the primaries, because it is a pre-election matter. And after 2 weeks, he can't go to court.
Governor Nyesom Wike also said he is now focused on delivering projects that will impact the Rivers State.
My own is to come out in the public and tell the world, allow peace to if you say your mother will not sleep, you too will not sleep at appropriate time. So I'm busy commissioning projects. Tell those who are supporting you to also go and commission projects to win their states. This is my own campaign. This is our own campaign to make our candidates to win an election. I didn't go to court. I have no reason to go to court. But those of you who are plotting and put my name that I went to court, for you to come out now to say, oh, we don't want to go, shame will be on you.
Governor Nyesom Wike, however, commended the Speaker of the House of Representatives, Femi Gbajabiamila, for his efforts in helping Rivers State get its money from the federal government.
Very interesting. The twist of fate, that those who you sat with to plot against me are the same people that sat together at your primaries to plot against you. So plotting is not necessarily a new thing in politics. But what is constant is that in politics, there are no permanent enemies, there are no permanent friends, but what you have is permanent interests. And by God's grace, this one that you have started, this journey that you have started, that you and I both know, shall be permanent.
A chieftain of the APC and former chief of staff to Rivers State Government House, Tony Okocha, says the resignation of Chris Finebone did not come to him as a surprise. He said the poor leadership style of the party leaders in the state is responsible for the resignation of the erstwhile publicity secretary of APC. Tony Okocha, however, said he is committed to delivering the APC presidential candidate Bola Tinubu during the 2023 polls. The All Progressives Congress Party in Rivers State has congratulated the youths of Rivers State on the occasion of the 2022 International Youth Day. This is contained in a statement signed by the State Assistant Publicity Secretary of APC, Darlington Nwoju. He said its gubernatorial candidate, Toyin Cole, and all other candidates on the APC platform in Rivers State are prepared to deliver accountable, effective representation and people-oriented policies that are youth-friendly.
The All Progressive Congress in Rivers State congratulates the youth of Rivers State on the occasion of the 2022 International Youth Day with the theme International Solidarity, creating a world for all ages. Our party shall build its programs and policies to suit every generation, especially our youths, and empower them with skill sets that shall make them employers of labor and not job hunters.
Darlington Nwoju also said the state APC had made a solemn promise to the youth of Rivers State that the poor culture of ethnic politics shall come to an end by 2023.
Our gubernatorial candidate, Pastor Architect Toyin Cole, and all other candidates on the APC platform in Rivers State are prepared to break the glass ceiling by delivering truly accountable, truly representative, and people-oriented policies that are youth-friendly. Our party make a solemn promise to the youth of Rivers State that the poor culture of transactional and prebendal politics shall come to an end by the grace of God in 2020.
The chairman of the National Youth Council of Nigeria, NYCN, in Rivers State, Chijioke Ihunwo, has again appealed to the state governor, Nyesom Wike, to fulfill the promise he made to Rivers youths to create 5,000 job opportunities. He made the appeal during the 2022 International Youth Day celebration yesterday in Port Harcourt. The Rivers State chairman of NYCN, Chijioke Ihunwo, however, commended Governor Nyesom Wike for his achievements in different sectors of the state. He noted that the governor could do more in terms of employment of the youth in the existing vacancies in the different ministries.
As youth of Rivers State, I will have supported this administration of His Excellency Chief Barrister Nyesom Wike. We also want to thank the governor for supporting the youth, that 45% of the members of the Rivers Assembly are young people. The local government chairmen are young people. And we want to thank the governor and also make a passionate appeal. We have feelers that there are some spaces in the civil service. And currently what is facing Rivers youth as of today is the issue of unemployment. We make an appeal that His Excellency to sit down and fulfill the promise he has made to Rivers youth. We had a social contract with Governor Wike in 2019. And that contract, up till now, most of them have not been fulfilled. Please, we know that the governor is doing his best. Despite the economic hardship, he's busy commissioning.
In the meantime, the coordinator of the National Youth Council of Nigeria, Opobo Nkoro Chapter, Simine Alaye Oranta, has called for more synergy among the youths and the elders to leverage on the full potential of all generations. Simine Alaye Oranta, during an event to mark the 2022 World Youth Day, commended River State government and the Opobo Nkoro Council chairman for creating enabling environments for youths to thrive in the area.
That this gap that has existed within the elderly and the young is breached. That way, the opportunity will be given and we will have a leverage on the potentials that we all possess. I want to sincerely say that this awareness should be taken across all nooks and crannies of River State. Let me sincerely use this opportunity to thank the Executive Governor of River State for his love towards the people of Opobo Nkoro, particularly the sound feeding is on, and that has given opportunity to a number of youth, and we know in the coming days more youth will take advantage. I will not fail also to thank our own able chairman, the person of Right Honorable Inyada Kukigam, for his love and hands of fellowship towards youth development in Opobo Nkoro.
The River State Youth Council, RSYC, has called for solidarity and collaboration among youths in the country to confront the numerous challenges facing the country. The president of the River State Youth Council, Barine Yaale, made the call in a statement to mark the 2022 International Youth Day celebration. Barine Yaale said the youth body has established a 5-point agenda called SEEPS, SEEPS, which is the acronym for Security Enhancement, Educational Promotion, Economic Empowerment, Political Development, and Social Upliftment. Barine Yaale said the River State Youth Council will partner with corporate organizations, individuals, and security agencies to combat crimes, as well as pursue a cordial relationship with the Ministry of Youth in line with the National Youth Development Policies. The statement further called on relevant agencies not to shut out young leaders in the decision-making processes in the country. The River State Youth Council further called on youths to desist from social vices capable of destabilizing the state. In the meantime, the President General of the Ogoni Youth Federation, Legbosi Yamabana, has called on the youths not to allow themselves to be used as political thugs by politicians during the 2023 polls. Legbosi Yamabana, while speaking to our correspondent at the International Youth Day celebration, asked the youths to use 2023 to elect credible leaders that will give them a better future.
As the world marks United Nations International Youth Day, we call on River State youth to think of their future and not to allow any politician or whosoever mortgage it. We urge Ogoni youth to retrospect on the political aspiration of the Ogoni people, and like the theme of this year's Youth Day, not allow anyone to be left behind. As youth of Ogoni, we must decide to take our destinies in our hands, and the time is now. No one can stop us.
In his comments, the creative director of Rivers Youth Data Project, Blessing Fubara, is calling on the River State government to focus on employment generation and initiatives aimed at developing youths in the state. Blessing Fubara, in an interview with our correspondent, said the National Bureau of Statistics shows that the unemployment rate in the state is alarming. He said what Rivers youths need now is empowerment and capacity development. Blessing Fubara also said that he is on a mission to gather the database of Rivers youths to analyze their potentials and skill set.
We are creating a database to do proper potential analysis of Rivers youth to get to know our qualification, our skills, our interests, our passion, so that we can now reach the needs of people, the needs in terms of business development, the needs in terms of entrepreneurial platform enablement, agro-chain partnerships with the local communities, and of course, employment buffers. You know, the idea for us is just to concentrate on the need of Rivers youth so as for us to know the weight of the PVCs will have and vote rightly.
We are still listening to the news at noon on Super 93.3 FM Port Harcourt. Still to come, President Muhammadu Buhari launches National Crisis Management Doctrine. Plus other stories after this break. Don't go anywhere.
There is power in
satanic chains.
Peter therefore was kept in prison, but prayer was made without ceasing of the church unto God for him.
Peter was restrained after the angel smote him. The chain on his leg fell off. There are two types of chain. There is a visible chain and there is an invisible chain. When we say chain, what do we mean? Chain is an instrument of restraining. Chain is a satanic bondage. There are many people. You are meant to be a helper to people, but you are a beggar now. There are many stars. The devil is scared of your destiny. That's why he kills your finance, because he knows through your wealth, many lives are going to change. Through your wealth, many souls are going to be rescued. Through your wealth, many people will come wealthy. So he doesn't want you to get that wealth. There is marine chain. There's some people, your sperm is under the water. There's some sisters, your womb is under the water. There's some sisters, your wedding gown is under the water. They chained it under the water. There's some people, your money have been chained under the water. That's why you're struggling. I don't know the chain the enemy have put on your leg. Today, that chain shall break in the name of Jesus.
OPM, Dr. Jesus in action. Dr. Jesus in action. God is here.
Welcome back, and thank you so much for staying with us on the news at noon on Super 93.3 FM Port Harcourt. The wife of the chairman of Gokana local government area, Deko Ogenerurie, says the council will continue to provide support for primary health sector in the area. Deko Ogenerurie said this during the flag-off of the first round of the 2022 Maternal, Newborn and Child Health Week in Gokana local government area. She advised parents to take advantage of designated health facilities in the area to prevent infant-born diseases.
For women to go for antenatal, to make sure they attend antenatal and to make sure they take their routine drugs given to them by their doctors or midwives. Then we talked about immunization too, for them to immunize their children, to make sure they give them immunization, and in particular the first immunization at birth, which is BCG. For this that we did today, like this week now, what they are doing, what the government of Rivers State is doing, the healthcare.
The wife of the chairman of Gokana local government area, Deko Ogenerurie, further advised pregnant women to take advantage of the free medical care provided in the primary healthcare centers across the local government to register for their antenatal.
The healthcare, they are giving free medical care for pregnant women. And even this, they even made it, or we made it clear there that if they register with any of the health center, and they visit the center for 4 times, their delivery package will be free. They are not charging them. They'll do it for free of charge.
Meanwhile, the medical officer of health in charge of Gokana local government area, Dr. Chukwu John, appealed to the government to invest more in the primary healthcare system to enhance quality delivery of service.
So my plea to government is to have a redirection of their attention to ensuring that during this week, all that we need in the SGA comes in. We should be able to have all the commodities up to the quantity that we commensurate with the population of the people we're expecting to benefit from this program. The government have been doing a lot. They have been helping us. They have been bringing in a lot of things. In fact, this program, if you listen to radio before now, it has been in the air for a long time, before even the commencement. So we are happy with what the government is doing, but we wish they will do more. They will bring in more commodities, sensitizing our mothers to really benefit.
For her part, the supervisor for health in Gokana local government area, Dr. Millicent Henry, said the sensitization was necessary for others to encourage pregnant women and children to receive proper medication.
It's important for pregnant women and child givers because they need adequate care. Once they are pregnant, their baby in the womb needs to be taken care of, seen by a health practitioner, either a medical doctor or a nurse midwife, so as to ensure that everything is okay with the baby till that baby is delivered, and the baby should be delivered in safe hands. That's in a health facility. So that is the essence. And also for the children, it's important that they receive adequate immunizations so as to ensure that they grow strong and healthy.
Our correspondent reports that the wife of Gokana local government chairman visited Bomu and Paul community model primary healthcare centers and also presented gift items to some nursing mothers. President Muhammadu Buhari has launched the National Crisis Management Doctrine. President Muhammadu Buhari, during the launch of the National Crisis Management Doctrine, said it would bridge the gap created by the extensive deployment of security services through fostering collaboration amongst ministries, departments, and agencies. The Special Advisor on Media and Publicity to the President, Femi Adesina, noted that the National Crisis Management Doctrine shows President Muhammadu Buhari's renewed promise and commitment to managing the country's crisis. The President described the doctrine as a significant milestone in recognizing the need for collective efforts to achieve coordinated, effective, and efficient national crisis management. And finally, the Minister of Finance, Budget and National Planning, Zainab Ahmed, says the federal government is on course to implement a new tariff hike on data and calls. Zainab Ahmed said the move will start with the implementation of a % excise duty tax on all voice calls, SMSs, and data services. This is in addition to the existing 7.5% value-added tax, VAT, paid for goods and services across all sectors of the economy. And that's it on the news. A quick look at the headlines of our major stories. Governor Nyesom Wike says those peddling reports of court case are mischief makers. And finally, youth leaders in River State call for synergy to end challenges facing the nation. It's the news as edited by Shegun Owolabi with the assistance of Ugochukwu Iwochukwu and produced by Ayi Tolofari. You can also visit us on our social media platforms on Facebook at SuperFMPH, YouTube at SuperFMPH, Instagram at SuperFM 93.3, Twitter at SuperFM933. Don't forget to download our mobile app on Google Play Store or iOS. It's Super FM Global. Many thanks for listening. Have a good afternoon and do stay with us. Up next is the sports game and sports gang coming your way at 1 o'clock.
News, sports, entertainment, and talk for the whole family.
Rescue Nigeria, rescue River State. Nigeria go better, River State.